In this video, we'll look at controlling how framing occurs in wall intersections. Let's begin by going to the Build Framing dialog. I'll double click, and in the Wall panel we'll automatically build a wall framing so that the changes we make are immediately visible to us. With that said, let's click OK and build the framing. And get in a little closer to look at a couple of intersections. Notice the vertical wall here frames through and the horizontal wall butts. And you see the same here. The horizontal wall is butting. And that's universal. There's a setting we can change if we want to switch it. So we'll go back to the Build Framing dialog, to Walls. Here, with the settings for angled walls, we also have a horizontal frame through command. If I select it, I change the rule, so now the horizontal walls will frame through when we build the framing. And we see it's rebuilt with the horizontal walls going through and the vertical walls butting. Beyond that universal setting, one way or the other, you can control individual wall intersections. So for example, I could select this wall. I see this is the butting wall. I'd like to have it go through. I'll press Escape because I know I need to go to Preferences first. And I need to go to Edit. And I need to show Start and End indicators. This is going to apply to walls and CAD lines too. So now when I select the wall, you'll actually see a small S indicating start, and if we looked at the other end of the wall, we'd see a small E. So we can now tell which is the start and which is the end. And we can open it back up, go to the structural panel, and we want it to go through at the start of the wall. So now the wall that's selected will frame through at its start, and that's what we see happen. We have another way to control these intersections too, with an Edit tool. If I select one of the two walls coming into the corner, and I click this Edit tool, Edit Wall Layer Intersections, I will get 3 new handles in this case, but you'll get one for every wall layer. So you might have more than one layer that you want to change, and you'll have a handle for changing the position of any one layer. In this case, the one we want is the center layer with the framing, and we want to pull it through the snap here at the miter and on here to where it butts. Now it'll automatically reframe in this case, and this wall will butt. This Edit tool works well with angled walls, as we'll soon see because we're going to look at this situation. If I select this wall, we see that it's butting, and I can click this tool, the same tool, and now I can edit. I can drag this to a miter position or to a frame through position. I'll go to the miter position and let go. Should reframe, and notice the two studs do this. They now align themselves along the mitered cut of the plate. Now let's look at what we can do. If we go back to our Build Framing dialog, here we can say, don't rotate the end studs for the mitered angled joint. Click OK, and we'll get this. So we have control with this Edit tool of intersections in a lot of different ways. These are some of the ways we can control the framing that occurs at wall intersections.